Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live episode of Nerdbone, streaming to you on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/nerdbonepod, and on, as my parents lovingly like to call it, the YouTubes. Welcome back. It is a special episode. It's a special day today. It really is. I don't even know. It's just one of those things we're going to have to get into. We're going to get into it. I have a thing to show you that's amazing and shiny and special. It's special to me. I even wore my special Green Ranger, White Ranger tee that I found on a $5 t-shirt cart at a place called Ollie's. If you've never been inside an Ollie's, let me tell you, good stuff cheap. That's actually their slogan. Like overstock stuff, like they sell overstock stuff in a brick and mortar store, and every once in a while you get a gem like this guy right here. First of all, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope your Thanksgiving was great, or whatever you want to call your holiday, whatever your holidays are these days. I hope you're having a great time getting together with family, that sort of thing. Black Friday. Now look, I'm not a huge Black Friday person, but I am lucky in that the situation with the Walmart that's near us is very, very chill by comparison to other places on Black Friday. So we'll go and we'll be there like at 6:00 when it's open. But like when all the Black Friday sales start there. But it's not like it's not a whole flash mob, people pushing each other out of the way for things. They don't do that in this town. Nobody's that energetic around here. So it can actually be a good time. It's a little bit hectic because there's just a ton of people in one place. But yeah, it's not too crazy. So we went on Thanksgiving night, and I got in line immediately for the DVDs. Well, it turned out to be games and DVDs because that's just how I roll. That's mainly what I'm there for. Like, they had TVs on sale. I saw the sale that they were having on PlayStation 4's 1 terabyte PS4 bundle. I think it came with Uncharted or something. It actually came with 3 games. Like, it came with the disc of the physical copy of 1 game, and then the digital downloads for 2 other games. I think one of them was Uncharted. So yeah, 1 terabyte PS4, 3 games, $200, like what, $199 plus tax, whatever. I thought that was an amazing deal. Could totally put it in my bedroom, but alas, I decided not to. What I did do, and we'll get to the Power Rangers thing in a minute, but what I did do is I got all 3 John Wick movies because, believe it or not, I had not seen any of the John Wick movies until purchasing them the other day. Now, there's good reason for that, as I have explained to a few people who have asked or commented on the Twitter, whatever, which, by the way, Twitter at Nerdbone and at BKMullen_ for just me, guys. So anyway, so the year that John Wick came out on DVD, when it came out on Redbox, my lovely wife and I had a Valentine's Day to ourselves and decided, hey, let's get John Wick, because she's into that kind of stuff too. You know, the action-packed, butta, kill lots of people, Keanu Reeves being awesome. But as soon as we got to the dead dog scene, just rivers of tears coming out of her face. Lots of questions of why would you do this? Why would you recommend this movie on Valentine's Day? Why would you do that? I don't know. Seemed like a good idea at the time. But anyway, since then, we have not watched it. She has not seen it. And it wasn't so much banned in the house, but like it's hard to get the time to watch that kind of stuff with the 6-year-old, the little one running around. And also with work schedules, you know, watching just TV in general, like we gotta stick with like shows like Nailed It okay, let's bang out a 30-minute episode. Great. Like, we can do that. But, so bought all 3 in the DVD line on Black Friday this year. Bought all 3. Just went all out for it. It was like $14 to get all 3. Yeah. Good deal. Definitely a good deal. So, was it that night? I don't think it was that night. I think it was the night after, like the actual night of Black Friday. I watched the first one. Tried to start the second one. Did that last night. Last night I watched the second one. So far, amazing. I'm so into it. Like, it's insanely good. I mean, you guys already know this, but I'm going through this for the first time, right? So, really good. That brings me to my next topic before we get to the Power Rangers thing, because it's a physical thing and I'm looking at it and it's gorgeous and I can't wait to show you. But first, let's talk about Batman real quick. Now, I am going to do a whole episode on The Batman, the new movie that's coming out. 2021, I think, is the release date that they had for that. I don't know. But anywhoozle, super excited for it. I'm going to break down the cast list. That's going to be because that's all we really have, right? We've got the name of the movie is The Batman. We know Matt Reeves is directing, correct? Unless that's changed. That may have changed since the last time I checked the news. I don't know. The Batman, Robert Pattinson, Colin Farrell, the guy who played Gollum, who's Andy Serkis. Is it Zendaya? I think it's Zendaya. No, it's not Zendaya because she's Mary Jane. Zazie Beetz? I can't remember who is playing Catwoman. However, we're going to go through all that. I just want to give a general I'm excited because I am excited because I love Batman. I do. Speaking of things I love. I'm bringing it in. Are you ready? Because I was not ready for this. Facebook Marketplace has been very good for me. It has treated me well. I have not had any kind of a bad sale or anything like that. I've sold some stuff and it went really well. I have bought some stuff, went really well. And I saw something that this is one of those, I've been looking for this thing for a long, long time. And not even really actively searching for it. It's almost like a piece of my soul that was missing. So, without further ado, Power Ranger heads, check this out. Oh, look at this. For those of you who don't know, this is a Power Ranger Zeo Megazord. I don't think it's the Ultra Megazord. I think the Ultra Megazord was the one with the different shapes, which goes to show you how much I remember about Power Rangers Zeo, which is my favorite Power Rangers series so far. But look at this thing. Look at it. It's gorgeous. It's in such great shape. There's a couple of the stickers you can see right there. And I'm going to do a more detailed video on this for the YouTube channel. It was breathtaking. It's one of those things where, like, it's from your childhood. It sparks joy. # Marie Kondo. And it just sort of popped up like out of nowhere. Like I started to get more seriously back into Power Ranger stuff like over the last year. And, I had some of my toys dug out. Some of the Zords that I do still have. I have the Ninja Megazord from the movie, Power Rangers, the movie. I still have some parts of is it Lightspeed Rescue? I think it was one of those weird series, like towards the end of when I was interested in it as a kid. But this is the one. This is the holy grail of my Power Rangers fandom existence. Like, I've seen Jason David Frank in person. and he's cool. It's cool. I've watched the new series, Beast Morphers. Really good. I'm really impressed with this one. Power Rangers was very dull for a while. Aside from Ninja Steel. Ninja Steel was great. But Beast Morphers is amazing. Jason David Frank is a cool guy. Met Kevin Conroy, who, if you don't know, which you should know, is the voice of Batman in Batman the Animated Series and the Arkham games, and he's appearing as Elder Bruce Wayne in the Infinite Crisis crossover, which I think is happening this weekend? Maybe this week? Can't remember. I don't watch the CW shows. I watch Arrow a bit. We'll get into that on another one. But this is, this lady, I guess she's selling a bunch of her son's old toys that he's just been hanging on to. What it sounds like is, it's been sitting around, this, box of toys from his childhood. And this is OG. They bought this in 1996 for like a Christmas or a birthday or something. So that being considered, is in amazing shape. There's barely any scratches at all. Like, even if there are, you can't see any of them. It looks brand new out of box. And like I said, there's a couple of the sticker decals are coming off. But thankfully, I have found somebody out on the internet who sells just sticker packs for old toys, specifically old Power Rangers toys. I am so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Any hoozle. So this is the Power Rangers thing. I am going to do a full breakdown video of it for the YouTube channel. And I'll throw a link out there somewhere. Yeah. God. It's just breathtaking. It's literally taking the words out of my face. I just can't. I can't. I do have to put batteries in it though. So I guess you put batteries in the back end of the individual Red Ranger special thingy. Zord name I can't remember. It's like the Red Ranger Ultra Zord or something, because it's got the star on the face. But you put batteries in it, and there's a little button here. You turn it on, and these guys oscillate back and forth. I guess is oscillate the right word? Anyway, they go back and forth like they did in the show, which is they were huge cannons. They were yeah, amazing. I'm freaking out. I am. I'm going to play with it for sure. And then I'm going to put it back together and never touch it again. Might get those stickers. Definitely going to do a YouTube video breaking this down, because this is a gorgeous piece. God, I really am blown away. So I'm going to move on to the next thing. I'm going to, hold on. I should prop this up somehow, so it can just be right there. Hey, buddy. Ugh, you're gorgeous. Look at you. All right, so last thing. I find myself... Oh, by the way, came with the sword. The only 2 bits that it's missing, there's only 2 bits. So this actually has multiple helmets. It's got multiple helms for the main head here. So you got this one, and then this one comes off and goes on there, and then also there's a third one down on the belt buckle region. There's actually 2 more that when the Zords are pulled apart, they actually go on the tops of these guys. They've got 2 cannon-looking things on top. They did not come with this. However, I got back in contact with the lady earlier today, and she said she's got there's just a box full of Power Ranger stuff. So we're actually going to meet up tomorrow, and I'm going to look through that box and see what else there is, because damn. Anyway, so I've been excuse me, I've been slacking a bit as far as comic books go, but I'm about to get back into it because I have a little bit more time to do so, especially with the holidays coming up. And then I did have some stuff waiting for me at the comic book store. I'm going to be sharing those on the Instagram, Instagram at Nerdbone, just like everything else, because I love sharing covers. There's been some really good covers lately, as well as just covers like in my back catalog that I really enjoy. And I really enjoy sharing some old school Wolverine stuff, some old school Punisher stuff, that sort of thing. Oh, God, look at this. Let's look at it. Any hoozle. So, what was waiting for me? First of all, I pre-ordered Hawkeye Freefall. Goddamn, Matthew Rosenberg is awesome. I love his writing. I guess he did a Hawkeye series a while ago, before I even knew who he was. I just found out about him recently through the Multiple Man run. I picked that up in the comic book shop. I thought it was amazing. 4 Kids Enter a Bank. I think that's the title. I checked that one out. That one's amazing. So I'm just going to be following all of his stuff for the rest of time. So he's got a new Hawkeye coming out. It's called Hawkeye Freefall. It drops on January 1st is when issue number 1 comes out. I added it to my subscription pull list at my local comic book store because that's what you should do. It is. That's what you should do. So let's just take another second. Collect myself. Look at this thing. What was waiting for me? Justice League Dark. I read the first 5 issues of Justice League Dark. I really, really liked it. Put it on my pull list. Have not read it since. I've gotten, a bunch more of the issues all on the pull list, and they're sitting upstairs with the rest of my collection. I just haven't gotten back to them yet. Also, King Thor. Have not read it. I have all of the issues thus far. It's sitting in a nice little stack, waiting to be read. I'm hoping to attack that. I checked out the art. The art looks amazing. Not just the cover art, but I flipped through a couple of pages. Also, Black Hammer. I cannot say enough good things about Black Hammer. I am finally going to take the leap into digital comics. Just for the extended universe of Black Hammer. I'm probably not gonna read Black Hammer meets Justice League. Is it Black Hammer meets Justice League? I think it's Justice League. Yes. I'm not gonna read that yet, just because I dig crossovers. I do. But I'm very protective, almost from a Watchmen type perspective, of Black Hammer, because Black Hammer is just amazing. So I have the library edition, which is volumes 1 and 2 with a whole bunch of extra stuff in the back. That is some amazing pieces of art. There's one that I can't remember his name right now. Jeff Lemire did a drawing of Black Hammer in the same style as Frank Miller, Dark Knight Returns, like Frank Miller style, and it looks amazing. I'm probably going to get a Colonel Weird tattoo of an image of Colonel Weird that's in the back of the library edition. It's amazing. So cool. But it did not include volume 3, so I picked up volume 3, which is Age of Darkness Part 1. Age of Darkness Part 2 comes out later this month, I think. I think it's later in December, around Christmas time. So definitely going to order that through whoever. If I can get the trades through my local comic shop, I definitely do that. Sometimes I do things from another world. It depends. We'll see. Yes, so awesome comic book stuff coming up. Going to be sharing some artwork and giving you my reviews on some series like Justice League Dark, King Thor. I'm super excited for Hawkeye Freefall. Again, Matthew Rosenberg at Ashcan Press on Twitter and Instagram. I think it's both on Twitter and Instagram. God, my breath. So, look at this thing. Just look at it. This is, I don't know if the camera even really does justice. Like, imagine, just picture all of the toys that you got when you were a kid back in the however long ago it was that you were a kid. And think about how played with and tossed around and scratched and nicked up and decals falling off and stuff like that. This has almost none of that. There's a part of me that feels sad that this person never really played with it, I guess. But then there's a part of me that's like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm so happy that it came to me in this way. So satisfying. My name is Ben. Thank you so much for watching. Again, we are streaming live, twitch.tv/nerdbonepod and YouTube. Search Nerdbone. I think it's youtube.com/channel/nerdbone. I'm not 100% sure, but check it out anyway. If YouTube is your thing. And as always, you can check out the podcast available on Apple, iTunes, rate and review and all that jazz. Hit me up on the tweets and Instagrams at Nerdbone. Take it easy, guys.